Bitcoin is something that you've been interested in and supportive of. In fact, one can pay for a tour on Virgin Galactic up to the moon with Bitcoin. I think the Winklevoss twins have said that they would do exactly that. Do you think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually?
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin. And people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin. Some people have lost money out of Bitcoin.
It's volatile. It's volatile.
Yeah, but it is quite volatile. But when in volatility, people can make money out of volatile situations.
Why was it important for you to give it sort of that stamp of approval, that endorsement, by saying to the Winklevoss twins, yes, you can pay for the ride with Bitcoin?
Because I'm not foolish. I mean, if people have got lots of Bitcoins and they want to go to space, I'd much rather they spent that money on our spaceship. Whether I keep it in Bitcoins is another matter. But I'd much rather they spent that money on a Virgin Galactic spaceship than on, Elon will be sending people to space one day on Elon's spaceship. So we'll grab the money while it's there.
The market economy will control its own interest rates. Guaranteed. It did before the Feds arrived, and it will after they're gone. And whether or not the Libertarian Party or someone else abolishes the Fed, it's a moot point. Because cryptocurrency is coming. I promise you. It may or may not be Bitcoin. It may be something else, but it is coming. It is like the Pandora's box that has been opened. You will never get that idea back in the box. And when it comes, the Fed will disappear. The paper money will be gone, and the world will be in crisis for a while. It's the absolute truth. Governments will not be able to collect income taxes because there will be no record of any income for anybody. It will be a very, very strange state of affairs, but it is coming. And when it does, shortly thereafter, there will be no Fed. It cannot exist in the world of cyber currency. I mean, we're in the world of digital transactions and the digital glue that holds everything together. Do you think that paper money or a gold standard has any meaning whatsoever in that world? It does not.
I want to ask you, which of the areas in technology right now are you most intrigued about from an investment perspective?
Okay, well, I think it's Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
I think it's Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin really has the potential it and other virtual currencies have the potential to transform the world pretty much the way the internet did way back when.
Yeah, I've heard that one before. A lot of people are saying that. Keep going.
It's a way of all finance, all commerce, all everything can be transformed by Bitcoin. And it's like one abstraction past where we are today. So it used to be we'd trade shells for services, and then it moved to gold for services, and then it was a note that says, I'll pay you gold for services, and that's when it started to get more and more abstracted.
Tim, let me ask you, do you think it's Bitcoin in its current form as a currency, Bitcoin, or is it the technology behind Bitcoin that will eventually survive?
Well, it turns out in any industry there's always some movement, and there's a possibility that there are other types of coins that become more prevalent. But most of the entrepreneurs, most of the Boost companies, my son's Boost incubator, most of those companies are all building their infrastructure around Bitcoin.
The need to move money from place to place, the cost of doing so, the overhead, as you put it, makes me think, believe it or not, of Bitcoin, because some people have said, hey, Bitcoin is the answer to those problems. Are you a believer?
Well, Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap it can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And, of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient.